Hi guys. So for tonight's video, we are going to be looking at ancestor messages, secrets exposed. So these are things that your ancestors want you to know about, things that may be being revealed here in the near future, things that they want to prepare you for, that kind of thing. Or to bring to your attention, we have 3 piles today. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. It really does help my channel to grow, and it's a great way to give back energetically for the energetic healing session I'm bringing to you today. Another great way that you can do that is through donating to my channel. You can find my Cash App, PayPal, and Amazon wish list all in the description box below, and I truly do appreciate anybody who does any of those things or supports my channels in any way. If you guys go check out my other channel, StoryTime, where I have my poetry, and give it a like, share, comment, subscribe over there, I truly appreciate that as well. Or anybody who leaves timestamps on here, that really does help me out too. So I appreciate all of you guys and all the different ways that you give back for what I'm giving you here today, and I am very grateful to you for that. So let's see what pile 1's ancestors have to say today. So first off, I want to say that looking at you, you may not realize, even looking at yourself, just how beautiful and just how deep that beauty extends and how far down inside it goes. I don't know if you can even see this rock very clearly on here. See if I can get a good picture of just how beautiful this rock is, because it looks very normal. It really looks very normal. But when you look at it more closely, it's a very beautiful rock. It has a little bit of opal in it, and it has a couple other inclusions in it as well. It almost looks like it has like silver in it or something along those lines. It's got a little bit of blue on the back side over here, and just all kinds of beautiful things going on it, when it really just kind of looks like a sandy rock at first glance. And I really feel like you guys have a lot more beauty and depth than you realize, or than anyone else really realizes. And it extends far deeper than people realize as well. So let's see what we have here. We have people who don't care. That makes sense with not being able to see that beauty because of the shallowness. When people are shallow, they don't really even look deeper. And you may get a lot of people who underestimate you, or who really don't feel like you have a lot of value. Don't allow their projections to become what you see about yourself. We also have projecting. At any time, you can choose to change paths. Maybe you've been projecting a little bit as well. Maybe even projecting the views others have of you onto you. Or maybe even not seeing the deeper beauty in others because of something from your past that could have possibly made you compare this person to people of the past. Something along those lines. No regrets, you did your best. Before acting, think. So no regrets, you did your best. And now you know, next time going into a situation, before you act, to think, to really think about it first and respond instead of reacting. And also realize that you can change your path at any time you choose to. And if you choose to change your path, don't regret that you choose to change your path. If you choose to walk away from something because you feel like you're beating a dead horse, don't have regrets about it, because you did your best in that situation either way. Cravings. Food issues are coming out. Take back your power. So there may be food issues for you or for other people that are coming out. Maybe it's a situation where people are having cravings. Somebody could be pregnant as well, and that could be something that's getting ready to be revealed or coming out. People may really not care to find a deeper reason or meaning behind something that's going on relating food as well. Plots come out. So there's some sort of plots coming out as well. Cravings are being realized. There may actually even be somebody sticking something in somebody's food to make them want more and more and more of it. So that for some weird reason, that's what came to mind there. People may also be projecting onto you if you have mentioned something to them about some addiction they have going on, or if they're having some issues, severe issues with weight or with eating healthy or things like that. And you may have mentioned something and they may have gotten really upset about it and may have even told you said things that you didn't say because they were projecting their own insecurities on you and their own shame or feelings of guilt or whatever it is onto you about it. Could even be vice versa as well, where somebody could have been projecting onto you because of some of the issues you have going on, and because they feel like it has something to do with themselves in some sort of way, like they failed in some sort of way, or you may feel like you failed in some sort of way because of something going on with somebody else. Just know that you did the best that you could, and that's all you can do, really. Believe in yourself. You are a star. Teach from your wisdom and your experience. What you have to offer is needed. So what you have to offer is needed. What you have been through, what you've grown from, what you've learned from is something that is needed in this world. If you have had food issues in the past and you've learned how to take your power back, then you being able to teach others how to do that is going to be something that is really good as well. You may have even had people plotting against you in some sort of way. People that were doing things to try to trigger you or to try to get you to react in certain ways, things like that. And you have had to really work hard to learn how to think before you act, or you've had to really work hard to be able to pull yourself out of any kind of lower vibrational energy. Know that you're a star. Believe in yourself. Know that you are there as an inspiration to others. People really do look to you and admire you and look up to you. And you really do have a lot of wisdom and knowledge and understanding of things that is needed. And you have a lot of experience as well that really makes you qualified to be able to step in and say something in certain situations too. So believe in the beauty that you have inside of you to share to the world around you. We have the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles. So you could be feeling very stuck, but this is kind of a prison of your own making. You're in a prison of your own making with your thoughts kind of going all crazy and chaotic and really making you feel like you can't open up and express yourself or show the changes that you have made in your life because other people are ready and waiting to attack you or ready and waiting to come in and take what you have earned for yourself, whatever the case may be. You may be feeling like it's unsafe to open up and be who you are and really show what you have to show or offer the support and care that you have to offer, or to be able to reach out and seek that support and care from others. But just know that the only thing that is holding you back from being able to fly free is yourself and your own mind and your own thoughts. You're in a war with your own passions, what you want and what you don't want, and where you want to go and what you want to be doing and what makes you feel the best. You might be feeling a little bit ashamed about some of the things that you enjoy doing, or you may be hiding some of who you are because you feel like other people may not be there for you, but you really do have a very solid group of people behind you that would really love you no matter what you choose to do and would be there to support you throughout it as well. And I feel like you are there to be a support network for other people a lot of times too. Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so you have had to find your way out of this dark prison, out of this prison of your mind, out of this paranoia, out of this constant fear or feeling like you can't be who you want to be, or you can't express who you are, or you should be ashamed of yourself and what you want and where you decide you want to go or what you want to learn about or things like that. And you're being nudged into learning about some things as well, but also you're being nudged into sharing the truth about the things that you have been through, because for one thing, this is going to bring you into a new community of people who are going to be there to be able to support you as well and lift you up, be there to be able to let you know that your wisdom matters, that your knowledge matters. I really feel like you're being asked to express your truth about situations, how you were able to move beyond conflicts, move beyond pain, move beyond other people's thoughts and opinions, and how trapped you felt because of the world around you and because of yourself and your own mind. And you're really being asked to express these things, share these things, to take this new journey, to take this new path, to really look at things from a different perspective and understand that through sharing of this, it may start out small, but it is going to grow. It's going to grow into a very strong legacy that is behind you, something that you can actually leave that is tangible after you're gone, something that is going to also provide for you and keep you in a stable energy. You really do have a lot that you can leave behind in this world, and you really do have a lot of skills that you can put to use to create a life for yourself as well. And I feel like you have felt very stuck or stagnant or held back, and a lot of this is just your own things in your mind that is keeping you from being able to express your truth, because you may feel like what you have to offer isn't very valuable, or it's not enough, or like it won't really bring in anything. And so what's the point of even doing it? But really, honestly, there is a point behind doing it. And it may take some patience, commitment, dedication. It may take a little while to build something up, but it is really going to reap some amazing rewards if you take this chance and go after this shot. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys have to say about it, whether or not you enjoyed this reading, what you might be going through, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. For you guys, let's see what the ancestors have to say to you. First off, we have this citrine and quartz stone, and I think there's a little bit of a silver inclusion on this as well. There's a fair amount of silver inclusions in the first pile. But anyway, I really feel like you guys are being asked to cleanse your energy, protect your energy, step more fully into your spiritual path, lean on your faith, trust in the guidance you're receiving, look in the mirror, understand what makes you truly happy, where you feel the best, also what makes you feel hopeful. You're being asked to step in a more positive, optimistic, hopeful state of being, which can be extremely hard to do at times. And this really is a very beautiful stone, although it is so hard to actually see it very clearly on here. It really is. This does not want to focus in on this at all. There's even like a little mirrored piece on it. Anyway, so let's see what else they have to say. Know that you have grown so much and be proud of it. Be proud of how far you have come. Be proud of all the work and time and effort you have put in. Congratulate yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Let yourself know that you're doing a good job. You may not have a whole lot of people behind you right now, but you can do that for yourself, and it can feel just as good. And once you start recognizing yourself and giving yourself that love and that kindness, that care, that recognition, that value, you will start to notice and see it from the outside a lot more as well. Because if we aren't loving ourselves, we aren't recognizing ourselves, we aren't taking care of ourselves, then a lot of times we don't even see that or feel it from the outside either. Trust your inner wisdom and your guidance. Many eyes are on you. Don't fear the attention. Celebrate your victories. The door is open. Truth will be revealed. Home at last. I'm going to grab one more message out of that. Just randomly feel like grabbing one more. Surrender to a higher power. So it's time to surrender to a higher power, to stop feeling like you need to control anything, or stop feeling like anything needs to go faster. Things are going the way that they're supposed to be going right now. Things are really going at the pace they're meant to be going at. Truths are going to be being revealed for you. There is definitely a door open for you right now. I went ahead and grabbed a couple blessings ones as well. Balancing the male and female energies, peace and harmony. Trinket 5, manifesting money and income. I had a feeling. So you guys are really manifesting a lot of good things into your life, a lot of abundance, a lot of fertility through your perseverance. That's what was on the bottom of this. The motivation to keep going despite the odds. You are definitely manifesting a lot of good things into your life. And I realize that it has taken a long time at this point, and you're feeling like it's time to give up, and it's time to really just bow your head and fine. Apparently this isn't going to happen, but this is the time when your commitment is being tested the most, because you have to keep that optimistic, open-minded energy about you right now. Everything that you have put in is definitely going to be paying off. And it's going to start out very small. It's going to be trickling and trickling and trickling. There's going to be little bits and little bits and little bits, and then it's going to steadily increase. And then all of a sudden one day the whole dam is going to burst, and you're just going to have an amazing amount of flow coming into your life that you're not even going to believe. The door is already open, and it's just waiting for you to step through, and it's waiting for you to understand, for you to celebrate your victories, for you to really see what's going on around you. Trust in your inner guidance and your inner wisdom. Don't fear the attention coming your way. Right now you have a lot of eyes on you. You might be feeling a little bit paranoid by that, especially if you've had a very hard background or past. You might be feeling a little bit paranoid. But there really is no reason to feel paranoid about this. I forgot to pull the animal spirit cards for pile 1, but oh well, apparently they weren't meant to come out. Anyway, trust in your inner wisdom and your divine guidance. Trust in your inner strength and your stability. It's time to be courageous and to really take this leap of faith and know that the divine beings are going to be there to catch you. Your angels, your guides, your ancestors, everyone is there behind you 110% supporting you in your efforts. And everything that you are working towards is going to be paid off. Yes, step into your peace, pray, meditate, allow yourself to feel like you are being guided. Allow yourself to be the lamb. Yes, I know you're a leader, and I can really tell that you are a leader, but sometimes you do have to follow. And following the divine beings and your ancestors right at this moment is what you're being asked to do, to allow them to guide you, to allow your connection to them to be felt, to be made solidified, to be made real by your faith and your trust and your belief. You have a lot of motivation, a lot of drive. You are very goal-oriented, and you definitely do not give up. And right now I'm thinking of the movie Spirit. You can't break me, I'm free. That song is what's coming to mind. You can't take me, I'm free. Oh, and now, sound the bugle now. That song is coming to mind. And then the Back Home Where I Belong, because home at last is here as well. So you really are just moving very swiftly forward towards your goals. You may even be coming back into connection with people. You may even be reconciling with certain situations in your past. You are really going to be feeling like you are at home and at peace. And you really have to be able to relax and just allow things to unfold naturally so that you can really see the beauty around you, truth and recognition, speaking your truth, freeing yourself of the past, allowing yourself to speak the truth in your friendships, to see the truth in your friendships, allowing there to be an equal give and take, allowing harmony, peace, and balance to come in, and making sure that you are not stepping into a workaholic energy as well, knowing your value, knowing your worth, walking away from anything that is not up to par, not allowing people to step on you or hold you back, not allowing any kind of vices to keep you from going forward. Also, really, you may have been dealing with a lot of people thinking that what you were doing was crazy or taboo or evil or something that was just toxic or nasty or whatever. And it could have been because you valued yourself, you appreciated yourself, you didn't settle for less. It could have been because you were trying to manifest money into your life and you were trying to build something for yourself. So some people could have been thinking that you were materialistic because you found it very important to work hard for yourself and your future. You could have been dealing with people who thought that you were evil and working for the devil because you were doing tarot, or because you were believing in the messages coming to you from tarot, when you know for a fact that these messages are coming from the higher realms. You are definitely in a very strong telepathic connection with someone, and at times that connection may even be messing with you a little bit or holding you back a little bit. So really all you just need to do is turn away from that a bit, and you need to focus on your goals, focus on what you're growing, focus on the beauty inside of yourself, focus on giving birth, because you are giving birth to this beautiful new beginning for yourself and this beautiful new life for yourself, new friendships, new relationships, really just a whole new way of seeing things and being, and a whole new level of self-value and love and self-respect. Instead of giving yourself away to anyone and everyone like you may have done in the past, you are no longer doing that. You want somebody honest, solid, stable, trustworthy, committed, because that's who you are, and you deserve to get that back in return. Cause and effect. Because of certain shifts in our lives, things can fall together. There is a purpose for it all. The Lion King. So, in The Lion King, Simba never would have been king if Nala wouldn't have randomly ran into him in the forest simply because there was absolutely no food left in the Pride Lands, which was because of the great evils done by Scar. But if Scar would have never done those great evils, she never would have been in that forest. She never would have ran across Simba, and he never would have came home to be king. Nobody ever would have found out that he was still alive. Nobody would have ever known what had went wrong or why it had happened the way that it had. And really, there's just a lot of things there. Simba never would have grown into the king that he ended up being either, because he was kind of a spoiled little shit. And he turned into the amazing king that he was because he had to learn how to do it on his own. And he was really humbled. And he really also found great friendship and two of the strangest friendships a lion could ever have, really. And he also learned how to respect his food because of it. If you want, that's pretty much, yeah. So anyway, and Home at Last was on there too. And that's the very first thing I thought of in The Lion King. You are going to be coming home at last. You are going to be going home at last, being able to lead, being able to really be in a higher vibration as you're leading as well, and being able to offer a lot more than you could have beforehand if you wouldn't have went through what you went through. So what you went through was for a reason, and now it's time to trust and believe that that is over and done with. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady always wins the race. Don't let anxiety take that finish away. So you are right at the finish line. If you start getting anxious now, you don't want that to steal your finish, which I don't think anything at this point could really knock it off course or take it away unless you just completely quit. And that's not cool. I mean, think of those Facebook memes where you got that guy with the pickaxe digging through the wall and the diamonds are like a half a foot in front of him and he gives up and goes home. Do you want to be that guy, or do you want to finish this off? Finish what you started and make sure that you know that what you are birthing is fucking phenomenal and amazing. So that is what I have for you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through. And when this comes in for you, come back and let me know that it did and what it was. And I really hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. So for you guys, let's see what your ancestors want to let you know about here. So let's see. First off, you guys got a whole bunch of multicolored stones here. I really feel like you guys are a very colorful person. You're very different. You stand out very much so. You may even be somebody who is a little bit scattered. You may feel like you're scattered-brained, or people could tell you that. You may even have a little bit of ADHD. You may be somebody who does things in a very different style than most people do, and that's okay, because you're here for a reason, and you do the things the way that you do for a reason. You think the way that you think for a reason, and you are who you are for a reason, and there is nothing wrong with who you are. Some people just have to have a little bit more patience and a little bit more understanding and love for people who are different from themselves. You definitely are somebody who has a lot of beauty inside of you, and you have a lot of different parts to yourself as well. You are also a very unconditionally loving person, somebody who's very confident, self-assured, stable. You have a lot of self-respect. You're very spiritual and very aligned with your path and with your purpose, and you are definitely somebody very unconditionally loving. We have a lot of pink stones here, and you're somebody very connected to your heart, and you're somebody who is quite capable of speaking from your heart as well. You may also really love flowers, many different kinds of flowers. You may love wildflowers especially. So let's see what else the ancestors have here for you. We have fraud. You may be dealing with somebody who is a fraud. You may actually be dealing with somebody who has committed fraud in some sort of way. Somebody could have committed fraud towards you, left for dead, cleaning up. No more losses, it's time for your wins. So somebody could have actually thought that you were going to die in whatever position they left you in. They even tried to set things up in a way to where you might commit suicide, or they may have even hired somebody to take care of you. And a lot of this is due to fraud they committed. No more losses, it's time for your win. Some people may have even tried to claim that you were a fraud to get people to walk away from you and leave you out in the cold as well. Taking responsibility. So you might actually be needing to take responsibility for some sort of fraud that you may have committed, or for some sort of situation where you left somebody for dead, or cleaning up a mess that you created, or something along those lines. And it could also be that somebody else is stepping up to take responsibility for their actions because they are realizing that they are not going to win in this scenario, and it's only going to be worse for them if they don't take responsibility now. Prayers brings answers. Let go and receive. So if you need to take responsibility, take that responsibility now, because it will only grow and get worse as it goes. New uploads. I almost thought that said new plead, like somebody's pleading in court, where they plead guilty or not guilty. Somebody may have actually changed their plea from guilty, or from not guilty to guilty, and they're ready to take responsibility, ready to clean up after themselves and their actions. Prayer brings answers. Let go and receive. Oh shit, answers came out right after that. So pray and know that the answers are coming. Give yourself some time, some quiet time. Distract yourself, go out and do something fun, have a nice meal, take a break, and just really relax and allow your mind to be at ease. And that's when the answers come to us, is when we're at ease. When we're constantly worrying about it, fretting about it, things like that, those answers won't come to us. My ex actually had something to say at one point about insomnia, and it actually really made sense. He's like, so when you're awake worrying all night about your problems, if you go to sleep and you get a nice night's sleep and you wake up in the morning refreshed and then you think about your problems, you are 100 times more likely to come up with a good answer for those problems than you are wasting your time and all of your sleep and all of your energy worrying about it before you go to sleep. And that actually really does help with insomnia. So does picturing black. And then every time you start thinking about your problems again, go back to picturing black. And then you start thinking about your problems again, go back to picturing black. Because there is no point in wasting your entire night that you could be getting some healthy, good sleep that will help you to recover and recoup, so you can think about it with a fresh mind the next day in thinking, without actually coming to any answers. Old ways. Eczema. So, I actually helped somebody completely get rid of their eczema at one point in time. And no credit whatsoever for anything that I did. It was with the old ways that we did it. The traditional healing, medicine, earth, stress, meditation, learning how to manage stress, learning how to manage anger, eating better, not eating dairy, gluten, things like that. We actually pulled all those things out of his diet, and then we added some of them back slowly, and dairy was actually one of the biggest problems, along with learning how to manage his stress and speak his truth, especially around his family. And never gave me any kind of credit for it whatsoever. Everything the doctor gave him just made it 100 times worse, especially the steroids. There's going to be a lot of new uploads coming in. People are going to be taking responsibility for their actions. People are going to be taking responsibility for the way they did you wrong. Possibly as well, maybe even taking responsibility for some sort of fraud they committed in some sort of way. Can't stop these feelings. So happy. A deep inner knowing keeps you going. Always listen to it. So, You're really going to be feeling very happy here in the near future. There's going to be a lot of happiness coming in for you. And a lot of that is because you're going to be getting a lot of new downloads, a lot of new upgrades. Make sure that you're resting very well during these times, that you're taking extra care of yourself. Listen to music more, dance more, have fun, get out in the sunshine, things like that. Maybe it's starting to get warmer where you're at and you are starting to get outside more. There's definitely a deep inner knowing going on. It's keeping you going. Listen to it, because these feelings that you're feeling, you may even be feeling very strong feelings of love towards somebody. Listen to those feelings, because they're there for a reason and you can't stop them, because they are just such happy feelings. Time to shine creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. I decided to just pick that up and see what came out. So we also have the King of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, which actually the Page of Pentacles came out in the last pile as well. The Emperor, somebody's father possibly. Hierophant, somebody in the law may be getting involved here as well. A judge, a lawyer, cops. The Star, the Buffalo, and the Beaver. So, somebody has been working extremely hard, and I feel like you're the one who has been working extremely hard. You've been working extremely hard to create stability in your life, to really be strong, to really be able to create a life for yourself and your family, maybe even you and your children or something along those lines. You've been really dealing with somebody that was very shallow, that really did not see your true worth, your true value. Or vice versa. There's definitely a message of truth that is going to be coming in here. Somebody's going to be taking responsibility for something. Somebody's going to be really expressing some sort of truth about what's been going on inside of them, possibly as well. Why they've been behaving the way that they have. There could definitely be a regeneration coming into your life as well. This could have something to do with regenerating a relationship with a parent figure, with a ex of some sort, maybe even with a spouse of some sort. You may even be going to counseling together. You may be going to talk to a spiritual leader together. There may be some sort of peace made in a situation. I really feel like there is definitely somebody here who has committed some sort of fraud in some sort of way as well. Somebody may have even went and talked to authorities about you, and people are starting to find out that they lied about what they were saying, that they were untruthful, that they really were thinking nobody would look beneath the surface, that they would just look at the surface of this situation and believe everything that they were saying without even delving any deeper. And these people decided to actually investigate and actually look into the situation, and they're finding out the truth of the situation. They are really seeing this person for the manipulative person that they are. This person really tried to manipulate things in their favor in some sort of way. There's truth coming out, though. Truth is coming out. Communication is coming in. You're feeling very strong, very stable, very grounded. You're working hard towards your goals, and your goals are getting ready to come in. The dam is getting ready to burst, and I really feel like you have regenerated. No matter what has happened, no matter what has gone on around you, you keep coming back to life and keep coming back to life and keep coming back to life. And these people realize at this point that there is no point in even continuing to try to keep up this farce, because it's not real, and it's really just going to crumble down around their heads, and it's going to be far worse if they continue these actions. So they are ready to come clean and express the truth. There's some sort of message coming into you, maybe even about some sort of father figure who may have even left you something, and people have hidden this from you. Or maybe something along those lines, where it's like something happened and somebody took something that belonged to you, or somebody lied to you about something that had happened, and now it's all coming out. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys, but just remember to stay peaceful, stay in that peaceful energy, know that there's a lot of happy feelings going on, and there's a lot of good things going on, and try not to worry. Try to remember to pray, because praying brings answers. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I would love to hear from you in the comments on whether or not it resonated with you, what might be going on. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.